This conference will now be recorded.
So let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So first of all, guys, any DevOps tool, why we are implementing it is for SDLC purpose only, guys. SDLC is the common procedure we follow in any organization, right? Software development life cycle. Okay, now any organization, this is the common procedure. So why we are implementing DevOps? So to make it fast, okay, to complete our SDLC within a short cycle, then to reduce the dependencies, to reduce the cost, to improve the quality of the product, right? So to do all these things in SDLC, we are implementing DevOps in on top of SDLC. So every tool we are using for that purpose only. Definitely somewhere in one of the stage we use it. Now, when it comes to GitHub or Git, okay, now, so where we use it? What is the purpose of GitHub in our SDLC? What are the different stages we have, guys, in SDLC? What are the different stages I told you? Like analysis, design, infrastructure build, development. So what are those? Analysis, design, infrastructure build, development, testing, production. Maybe a release or production, then maintenance. Guys, so these are the different stages of the SDLC. So in which stage we use our GitHub? And what is the purpose of GitHub? So maybe we can call it as version control system, guys. We call this GitHub as version control system. Okay, now why we need this version control system? So there are other competitors also, guys. Not only GitHub. We have GitHub, we have Bitbucket, we have GitLab, we have like even in AWS code repo, like this multiple competitors also we have for Git and GitHub. So commands are common, guys. Only the vendors are different. Okay, now so their console will be different, but the futures and the commands and all, everything will be same in all the systems. And what is the purpose of this GitHub or version control system? Mean as part of development. So guys, we use this in development stage. Okay, now this GitHub. What is the purpose means? As part of development, so developer continuously writing the code. He will keep on add new code to the existing code. ఒక కోడ్ డెవలప్ చేయాలి అంటే ఒక కొత్త ఫంక్షనాలిటీ డెవలప్ చేయాలంటే he has to write the code to develop a new functionality. So every time he may not be right? So he will assume something like this is what I need. So for that purpose, maybe this will work. Something like that he will assume. Every time he may not be correct. The syntax related or maybe the functionality related. So definitely there might be so many changes required again. For example, he modified like 3, 4 files as part of new functionality. Now he is trying to build an application with that latest code. Okay, now something wrong. Maybe somewhere he modified multiple files as part of this future. Okay, now I'm not able to create an application. Somewhere it went wrong. Now I want to revert back the changes. I want to revert back whatever the changes he did. Even he don't know. He did not remember. He don't remember. So multiple changes he did. 3, 4 files he modified as part of this current, maybe in today's session. 4 files with a number of changes in each file. How he will remember? Okay, even he remember also it takes some time to develop the to modify those 4 files. How many to add that code in 4 files? How much time it took? Definitely to modify also it will take the same time. Maybe half day he spent to modify those 4 files. Maybe it may not take half day, at least 1, 2 hours it will take, because everything he has to remember what he had. Not only new code, right? He may modify the existing code also. Already he changed some parameters. So he may not remember. He may remember also, it takes huge time to revert back. Right. Every time we cannot take backups also before you change. Very difficult it is. Now I don't have backup. I want to revert back my files. What is the option then? Manually I have to do that. One by one I have to open the file. Then I have to modify. I have to modify whatever the changes I did. I want to go back. So I realize the old data only good. Okay, now old code only good. On top of it, I will do something else. Now whatever I did since morning, okay, till afternoon, whatever I did, it's waste code. It's not working. I want to revert back. So manually you have to do it. So instead of that, if I go with this kind of version control system, okay, if I go with version control system, within just a single command I can revert back the changes, guys. Why? Because these version control system tools will track of your code, guys, your changes, who did, when he did, what he did. Okay, everything will be tracked by your version control system. If you maintain your code in version control system tool, okay, instead of normal Linux box, normal Windows box, so if you store that in some version control system tool, you can track everything. ఎవరు చేంజ్ చేశారు, ఎప్పుడు చేంజ్ చేశారు, ఏం చేంజ్ చేశారు, ప్రతిదీ ట్రాక్ అవుతుంది. ఓకేనా? సో there are some commands we have to run every time to track this, to make it this track, to track the history. So by just running 1 or 2 commands every time, it will track my history. Who is doing what, which files are modified, what he did in that file. Okay, everything will be tracked. It's very easy to revert in later point of time. Of course, multiple advantages we have. This is one only what I told is. Okay, first let's go with the primary usage of the GitHub, how it works. Okay, so simple. Here this is developer laptop. Okay, I'm the developer, so I will take EC2 instance. So generally I will connect to this EC2 instance, he will connect to this EC2 instance. Here only he will maintain the data in one of the file system, one of the folder. He maintain the data generally. Okay, but the problem is, as I told, if I maintain locally in this EC2 instance, okay, so if I do multiple changes to different files, Okay, so definitely I cannot take every time backup before do changes. Example, today I did multiple 5 files, 10 files modified. I cannot take backup unnecessarily. It will increase my storage also, as well as like I may forget even if it is required also every time. So without backup, if I modify 10 files in today's session, what will happen? Something okay, if it is working, fine, no issues. But if it is not working, something again I want to revert back the changes. So in 10 files, it took the same amount of time if I remember, and I definitely it's not possible to remember every change. Lots of again time waste. So instead of that, if I integrate GitHub, okay, na repository, GitHub repository with my uh, development system, what will happen? So whenever I do changes here, okay, so I will simply push those changes to GitHub. I'll maintain my data here one copy, here one copy, guys. Okay, now the same data here one copy, here one copy I will maintain. Every time whatever I do here in local, I will push it to my GitHub central also. So 2 copies available minimum for my data, and everything will be tracked here in this central. Everything will be tracked. Who is doing, what is doing, where he is doing, everything, and that information I can use it here. Example, I did 2 changes, 5 files modified, and I created an application. Now it is not working after I did these 5 changes. So now I want to revert back. Simple, one click. Okay, now no need to worry. No need to open the files again, modified manually. Instead of that, so I can just use this GitHub to revert the changes. Just one command. Okay, now. So that is the usage of, that is the primary usage of GitHub. Now let's take one EC2 instance. Okay, now. So then we will create one account with GitHub also. So it's a free of cost, guys. Okay, so go ahead. Now I need a volunteer. So guys,
Sir,
I
I am
need a
ready.
volunteer here. So
I am ready.
Avinash. Yes, Avinash. Just a minute. I'm giving control to you. Yeah. So I given control to you. Please go ahead. Hmm. I need one EC2 instance.
Sir, these instances are now deleting for these 4 instances.
Yeah, that's maybe. I think you may have auto scaling. Auto scaling should be deleted. Then only you can delete them. Hmm.
While I am deleting, it automatically coming back again.
That's what auto scaling servers group is there, right? You have to delete
Yeah.
them. plug into it, and let's create one GitHub account also. Do you have already account
No,
in
sir.
GitHub? Okay,
No,
then.
sir. No, sir.
Can you please go to browser? So guys, GitHub is one of the vendor. Okay, now it's a web application. Hmm. So github.com. Everybody, you have to create your own account. Hmm. Sign up. Click on sign up. Hmm. I think you have to provide Gmail. Why it is showing blank? Oh, okay. Yeah, provide your Gmail account. Hmm. Continue. No, it's not a mail. It's just a name. Continue. ID. Hmm.
Not available, sir.
Not able to click on it.
No, sir. Username not available,
It's
sir.
saying that username Avinash is not available. Give some other name. I mean, maybe add some ID or your unique name, something. Hmm. Hmm. The the username should be available.
Yes, 145 was showing
Give
available.
some ID, na, along with your name, some ID or some unique name, your maybe initial, something like that. No, your name only with your initial. It will be unique only, right? No one will have. Hmm.
It's
Add something, some ID. Why you are hesitating? Anything, whichever is available. Yeah, it is available now. Yeah, continue now. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Please solve the puzzle. Start puzzle. Pick the spiral galaxy, the middle one. First one. First one again. Here. Hmm. Create account. Now you may get one code in your email. You can skip it. Click on continue. Come down, come down, come down. Continue. You can skip it. Below, skip personalization option. Hmm. Free. Select free account. Come down. Continue for free. Okay. So our account is ready. Guys, everybody please create your own account, guys. So GitHub account is free of cost only. Everybody please create your own account. Okay. Now I have to create a project, guys. I have to create a project related to my office. So create new organization. Okay, so select free only, create a free organization. You can give your project name, maybe your organization name. Okay, so example, I'm giving example. Okay, so it can be any name, your wish, your organization name. Give your email. My personal account. Yeah, next. So you can skip it. No, you can skip it. Submit. Okay, so that's it, guys. Now I'm ready. Now onwards, now I can create a repository for my application. So which application you're developing, that application name will be there, right? With that one folder I will create, that is called as repository. So example, this is like a chatting related functionality. Okay, now so this is WhatsApp organization. Okay, so in that chatting functionality in WhatsApp project, WhatsApp organization. So let's go with public. Public means anybody can access. Generally, we go with private only, but this is not free of cost. Create repository. Okay. So as I told, we have to create our local copyright. Can you log into your EC2 instance?
Yeah.
For charting related local copy, I have to create. So this is my development server. Generally, here only I used to store my data, but as I told, instead of storing locally, I'm going to have one more copy in central also in GitHub. Okay, so here I have to choose one folder. So there I have to create my local copy. How simple? Go to GitHub repository. Here every repository has one URL. Okay, now copy that URL. This is my repository URL, guys. Okay, now I'm creating a local copy now. So first of all, I should have Git should be installed already. Install git -y. Okay, I'm creating local copy now. Git clone and the URL of the repository. See, I have that folder now. Now onwards, everything. If I do something here, I have to push. I have to push that code to my central also. Okay, na? So it's not auto sync. Auto sync avadu, guys. Whatever you do in local, it won't go to central directly. Even if you do something in central, that won't come to local directly. Okay, now you should. There are some manual things you have to do. Then only it will be sync. Okay, example, I am creating just generally we write Java code, .NET, those kind of stuff. I created just normal text files. Okay, here just see the functionality of GitHub. So I created locally now. I'm in local copy, guys. See, under root, charting is the folder. That is my local copy. Charting folder is my local copy. Okay, na? Now I created something. How it goes to central now? There are some like certain commands available, guys. Every time I have to run this command: git add dot git commit -m uh, like commit message. What you did exactly? Created few files, maybe created some functionality. It should be unique description related to this change. In this particular change, what you did actually. So that brief description you should give. So everybody should understand. Okay, na? Then git push. Yeah. Can you please provide your username and password for GitHub? Yeah. Wait. Actually, password won't work out. I have to say something here. Recently, they changed 3-4 months back. They changed the thing. Previously, password also like work, but now it's password not working. Okay, now we have to generate a token. Maybe your name, Avinash. Okay, now your wish. How many days the token should be? I'm giving repo. So what kind of access you need? See, access commit status, deployment status. So you can whatever you need, everything you have to provide. Okay, I'm giving repo. Then generate token. Okay, na? So I got this token. You have to save this somewhere because every time we no need to generate. Even later, one more server also I want to use the same repository. I can use this. Save it in some everybody, guys. We will get some usernames, passwords. We have to save them locally in our laptop. Okay, in secure place. Okay, so this only you have to use, not your password. Copy this and use it as a password.
Sir, I copied, sir.
Yeah, paste it. Just right click. Here you cannot see that. It's a blind password,
Okay.
invisible password. Even if you paste also, you cannot see that password. One time you have to paste. I think you pasted multiple times already.
Yes, sir.
Do one thing. Push it again. So type Avinash. No. First username. Yeah. See guys, now I pushed the local changes to central.
So we can
You
see
are
the if okay.
wait, wait.
Okay.
See guys, now I have my central repository and everything is up to date here. It will track the history, guys. See, 3 minutes ago we changed these files. What you did exactly? You click on it, nothing. Just you created nothing. You created 4 files as part of that particular commit. One time కదా ఇవన్నీ చేసింది. So
Yes,
guys,
sir.
if you run these 3 commands, that is called as one commit. I told you right, this command and this command, it doesn't matter how many changes you did. I modified 4 files. I created 4 files. It can be one file also. One file I created, one file I modified. Then if I run this command, it is called as one commit. Okay, na? In single commit, you can modify any number of changes. Generally, related changes will make it in one change, one commit. Okay, example now, let's do. Okay, something I modified here. Just randomly, I'm giving some data, guys, because I'm not developer, right? Generally, developer will write the Java code.
So VA file 6 is not there, sir.
Yeah, I'm creating new now. Okay, so multiple files I changed now. So 3 files I changed. File 7 I created. File 6, 7 I created. Now again, assume that these 4 are related changes, related to one component. Now what should I do? Again that git add command. Git add, git commit -m created file 6 or 7. Why you created, you have maybe the short description, guys. This is to identify the commit. Okay, now git push your username and password. See, everything is tracked. So GitHub will track your history, guys. Example, see what I did here as part of that change. See, in file 2 I added this. In file 4 I added this. In file 6 I added this. File 7 nothing, just I created. Okay, na? So I can revert also, guys. If something wrong, here I try to create an application after writing the code. So there are some certain commands related to application and data developers. So they do their work. Now it is not working. This code, whatever the last change I did, right? It's not working. I want to revert back. Simple, guys, in one shot. Here in this case, I hardly just added 1-2 lines in each file. Okay, now, but in real time, you may done multiple changes in different places in existing file or a new file. Okay, now maybe since morning I worked and till afternoon I did multiple changes, 10 different changes, 10 different files. Within the single file again I did multiple changes. Even I may not recall them. Yes or no? Because that many changes I did as part of my development. Then how to revert? Very difficult if you don't have the backup. But now see, guys, if I go with git log, okay na, it will show you the commit history, guys. Till now, how many times you committed? So 2 commits I did till now in my repository. See, this is 1 commit and this is 1 more commit. Even I can say that, I can see that in this particular commit what I did. Git show commit ID. See guys, in this commit I did this many things. In file 2 I added this. In file 4 I added this. In file 6, okay, I added this. It's a new file. Just I created and added. In file 7, again it's new file, nothing I added. See, very easy to track. Even revert also. Git revert that particular change, commit ID.
You have highlighted file content.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, actually I highlighted something here and that's copied. Git revert. So in last commit, whatever I did, I want to revert. So it doesn't matter how many files you modified in that commit. What are the changes you did? Everything will be reverted. Okay, now so it's opened one VA editor. Now it's showing, see, modify. What are the things you did in that particular commit? Yes, revert created. Okay, now git push. Provide your username password. So every time it's asking username password, right? I can avoid that. There is one mechanism. I will show you that. Because developer daily do multiple changes. Every time providing username, password, very difficult, right? See, again it came back to normal. Previous, before I committed whatever the stage I have, right? Same thing. See? Whatever the data I added, everything will go. See? In single shot. And let's avoid this username password every time. For that purpose, what I have to do? Where are you currently?
Root, sir.
Tell
Sir,
me.
once we revert back the commit point like 1 or 2, suppose we reverted back right now 1 commit, right? So okay, can we get the like the same files whatever we have taken the action? Can we revert those again?
Yeah, again revert back. So here, see, this is the commit. With this, I reverted, right? Yes or no? Again revert this commit. You will get back. Yes or no? So example, this is first commit. With that, I created and I modified multiple files. Now, I did git revert this commit ID, right? So for that, I got one more commit. So as part of this commit, I reverted, right? If I revert this commit again, I'll get my files back. Yes or no?
If I lose this session also, this git log will be shown me in the next session as well.
Yes. Because it's not, no, you push these changes already to central, right?
Yeah.
So always local and central will make it in sync. How? Example, maybe not this server. You logged in some other. We have some other development server also. Assume that. So there also I can I can create a local copy. Git clone the URL of the repository. I'll get the same git log. Okay now. So we'll be sync with our central. Maybe here itself directly in central I did some changes. Okay, direct గా కూడా చేయొచ్చు. Example here I did directly. Okay. So maybe file 8. Now I'm doing direct change in okay, create file 8, commit new file. So file 8 is there in central. So here if you do changes in local, what you did, how you are getting those changes to central? We are doing git push, right? Now we have changes in central. What I have to do now to get in local? Git pull. Git pull is to get the changes from central to local. See? Okay now. So once you have the local copy, if you do any changes in central, those changes also I can get here like this git pull. Okay. Now let's avoid this password mechanism, password every time. Here what is the username? What is the here? Go to that user home directory. It doesn't matter which user you logged in, right? You have to go to that home directory. What is root home directory? cd/root. Every user has its own home directory, right, guys? So root key /root home directory anamata, a folder. Do ls. Okay na? So you are in /root now. So here create one hidden file, guys. So if a file or folder starts with dot, that is called as hidden file in Linux. I'm creating in the home directory. I'm creating one file called .NET-RC. Can you type your username? Password also token. Now paste your password. Have you copied?
Yes, sir. Copied only, sir.
No, Avinash, why after you copied the Linux terminal, some couple of things, couple of spaces. That's why it's not properly copied.
Yeah. Sir, I copied, sir.
Try now. I don't know why you are getting this. Okay. Now go to your repository. Now let's do something. So I'm in my repository now. I'm in my local copy now. Okay. So let's just test this file 9. Okay. Now git add dot git commit -m. Generally, GitHub is developer work, guys. They only manage, I mean, this writing code and all, right? Our responsibility is just creating the organization, creating the repository, providing access to the repository. Okay, mainly we do this. Of course, we also maintain our Vishnu, mute yourself. We also maintain our files and all. We also have repository, but it's not my regular work. So developer daily work is this one only, writing code and pushing. So they have different requirements in GitHub, different kinds of things they will get. But here for us, okay na, so very minimal only our work will be, but still you should know all these things as a DevOps admin. See, now it's not asking password. Now onwards it won't ask. Okay, directly I can push it like this. Okay, so everything will be tracked here. Git log. See, till now for multiple commit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commits I did till now. Pratidi
Sir,
track out. Everything will be tracked now like this. Tell me, you're saying something?
yes, sir. Can we see this commit IDs in URL as well, like in web page? I mean.
Yes, yes, definitely. Okay, na? Like this. See, you can see even what you did exactly in this particular commit. It is possible. Okay. Yeah. Now this is how like I work on my GitHub. Instead of storing my files locally, I will keep it in central also. 2 copies minimum. One local copy, one central copy. Okay now. So why I am using GitHub, guys, or version control system? What is the purpose? Did you understand now? Everybody? Guys, did you understand the purpose of GitHub or version control system?
Yes, sir.
I hope so. Okay, now what is the purpose and all? This is just one usage, what I told. There is one more usage called branching, guys. Okay, now we can create multiple branches within the single repository. Okay, now. So why example, I have different environments in my project. For charting related, I have minimum 3 servers. One development server, one testing server, one production server. In every server I may not have the same code, guys. Why? Because now example I'm developing, so this will be in development server, development code. So already developed code will be there in testing server for testing purpose, and for customer purpose there will be some other code in production. Okay now, so 3 different environment, so I no need to have 3 different repositories for my code. Okay now. So within the single repository, I can have branches. Logical repository. A branch is nothing but a logical repository, guys. So then దానికి separate గా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు మనం. So we can maintain separate code for development purpose, one code. So there I'm doing continuous development. I don't want to disturb my actual code, which is there in testing, already developed code, and what I can say, production code, already working code. I don't want to disturb. I don't want to maintain multiple repositories. Unnecessarily, it will create a complexity. If I maintain multiple repository for single application. So instead of that, within the single repository, I can maintain the branches. Okay, na? So in tomorrow class, we will see how to create a branches and how to, like, what is the purpose of branches, how to maintain them, those things and all in tomorrow class. And just one small request, guys, regarding the class link. Okay, na? Please ping in the group chat itself, and that too, it's until unless I pinged you, like if at all in any change in the group link or class link, I will post in the class, guys. Even the about the class also. If class is not there, definitely I will inform. Because why I'm saying this, I'm getting private chat. Sir, class is there. Sir, what is the link? Definitely, because I'll be in hurry to log into the class. I cannot reply each and everybody personally, right? So definitely, if class not there, I will inform you. And even if there is any change in the link, I will inform you. So if I don't give any information, mean definitely there is no change. Please don't ping me personally before the class. Okay, now, so I cannot reply you. Definitely you will feel bad if I don't reply. Even sir see the sees that message and still is not replying. Please don't feel bad. Don't send also. Don't send and don't feel bad. Okay, now that is my just request. Okay, yeah. Okay then, guys. We'll meet tomorrow then. Same time, same link. If there is
Okay, sir.
no change, mean I don't inform you. You have to join
Yes.
with the same link. Yeah. Okay then, guys. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.